Welcome back to Propology 101. Today, we are going to be talking about this blaster. Most of the time, we wouldn't talk about a stunt unless the stunt was notable or seen a lot or whatever. But this is actually a very special blaster. One of the main reasons why this is a special blaster is this was the confirmation blaster. This blaster is a casting from the bullnose Mauser used in A New Hope. And the serial number that was found on this blaster matches photos of the Han Solo DL-44 Hero. This one had the matching serial number, so we know that blaster was cast to make holster stuffers and stunt versions. And this is the Empire Strikes Back stunt blaster, which has the same serial number as the A&H DL-44 Hero. Also, you notice this is a bullnose. Compare this to the Bespin DL-44. You can see how much thicker the barrel is. So the Empire Strikes Back stunt is based on a casting of the original DL-44 Hero. Now you'll see this being used all over the place in Empire Strikes Back. It even shows up in pre-production photos, test shots of costumes and whatnot. This is there. You'll find it there. You'll see this on Dagobah. When Luke jumps into the swamp, this is what's in his holster. When Luke duels Vader, this is the blaster that Luke duels Vader with. Also, there is a scene when Han fires at Vader when they all go to dinner. This blaster is there. Matter of fact, I'll show you a shot real quick. Han has fired off with the Bespin Hero blank fire. He's fired off his 4 or 5 shots, and now everyone is frozen in frame and they stop filming, and now they're gonna hand him the stunt with a little cord on it so it can be ripped out of his hand. So you'll see it everywhere. Just like all the other Empire Strikes Back DL-44s, this guy uses a M19 scope, but this M19 scope it's not a real scope. The other 2 blasters use real scopes. This is a casting. It also has like a textured plastic added at the reticle in the front, at the back here, and at the front. Now, the scope mount is also basically custom. It is held down by 2 thumb screws or thumb nuts, very similar to the Bespin, but there's also other versions of this where it's flathead screws that hold this all together. Odds are most of all these pieces are just castings and the whole thing is just glued together, except for these 2 screws right here. This blaster, this version of it with the 2 screws right here, was during production damaged and everything was glued back together and then screwed. So there was a big break here and some other pieces broke off. Everything's glued back together. 2 screws right here, and there's a big crack you'll find right here. Going to the flash suppressor. Now the flash suppressor is actually a casting of the same flash suppressor that was on the Hero from A&H. It is the flash suppressor from a World War II machine gun, an MG-81. Now, they filled in all the little holes on the barrel, probably for ease of casting. And then moving down to the Greeblies, now we have a lot of Greeblies on this compared to all the other Empire Strikes Backs. We have 3 piston halves. We have 2 on the left, and then 1 on the right. And those are from the Revell engine kit, part numbers 67 and 68. Also, on the left side of the blaster, we have in the back, we have the motor coil cover, which is part 98 from the Revell engine kit. And in the center, we have 2 distributor hold downs, part number 84 from the Revell engine kit. Now, on the other side, on the right-hand side, between the scope mount, we have a square Greebly, very similar to what we would see on the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi DH-17s. And that's an unknown part. We don't know where it comes from. And that right there is a quick rundown of all the parts that make up the Empire Strikes Back DH or DL-44 stunt version. Now, This one here is very clean. This is my creation. I created a hero version of the Empire Strikes Back stunt because I thought it was a really cool blaster and I thought it should be out there. So I've been making this for years and I love this blaster. I love the fact that this blaster is linked to A New Hope, and it also is 100% inspired the creation of the Return of the Jedi hero DL-44. So it links all three movies together. This is the inspiration for the DL-44 for Return of the Jedi. So it's just a really cool blaster, and it's worth looking at and going over. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed the Empire Strikes Back Stunt DL-44.